Hey guys, how are you? Yeah, today is an exciting day, exciting session here at TonePedia. We are testing the Aclam Windmiller pedal, which is based on the Grampian 636 reverb unit. Supposed to make you sound like Pete Townshend, and that's why the name is Windmiller, because of Pete Townshend stuff. Yeah, so in order to celebrate this video session, we brought up this Gibson SG Junior from 1964. Love this guitar. Pete used to play actually the special version, with the two P90s. So he had another P90 on the neck. But we don't have one here. We have this, and that's good enough, hopefully. And yeah, so of course the Aclam Windmiller, which we're gonna celebrate here today, and we're playing through a Halilite amplifier. This thing is actually a replica of a Marshall amplifier, which was made in the 70s, I think, in Israel, where I'm originally from. I actually brought this thing together with me from Israel to Germany, to the TonePedia headquarters. Love this amplifier, and I'm playing it through Marshall bass cab from I think 1971. Yep, all original. Let's see how it sounds, but before that, let's just have a little bit of a history lesson. So Pete used to use the Grampian 636, just the preamp section of the Grampian, so it's a reverb unit actually, but he didn't care about the reverb, he cared about how it saturates his amplifiers. And that's what Aclam did. They basically took that, they got a hold of an original Grampian 636, and they replicated the preamp section. They also added these high and low cuts, which are not originally found on the Grampian unit. But yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Let's just hear for a second what this thing is doing to our tone, because as a preamp, it's supposed to color our tone. So that's my clean tone. And with the Aclam. So as you can see, it really adds this glassy tone, which Pete Townshend is so known for. And yeah, I really like it. It has this gain knob here, where it's equivalent to the volume knob on the Grampian, and of course it saturates the amplifier more. Let's check this one out. And yeah, then the low cut and the high cut. Now we spoke to Aclam and we asked them what's the reason for that addition, and rightfully so. They said that every guitar, acts differently, and every pickup acts differently, and that's why the low cut and the high cut can really help kind of dial the tone based on your chain. So what they do is when they are on off, as we see it here, basically that means that the lows and the highs are full on, and if you want, you can basically cut them. So as you can see, the lows are being reduced, but the highs stay the same. And same goes for the high cut. So basically, for example, for this guitar, personally, I would like to cut a little bit the lows. You can see really like the low, just as soon as I dialed it down a little bit, the lows came back, and like you have this fundament. It's great to actually make make your guitar cut through the mix. It's a wonderful concept to add those highs and lows. I actually played an original Grampian. A friend of mine used to own one, and I'm still really angry with him for selling this unit without telling me. Moses, that wasn't okay, man. I'm so happy that Aclam created this pedal. And yeah, now I would really like to try it out with other guitars and see like how it reacts to them. Let's try it now with a Stratocaster. That's a 1982 reissue 57 Fender Stratocaster. It's all stock, all original with the red bobbins and all of that stuff. My clean tone, right? Yes. And with the Windmiller. So, first thing first, I don't feel like I need to cut highs, so that's interesting, but yeah, because this guitar, as you heard, like, you know, it has like heaps of highs, or maybe just lacks the lows. So yeah, this thing is already doing some really good stuff to the tone, and now let's just get it. Yeah, that thing sounds good. Let's try anyway to cut a little bit of highs. By the way, if I remember correctly from reading, this is like, you know, the setting where the Windmiller acts as close as it gets to the tone of the original Grampian. So this is where it's supposed to be. Like you can hear that really it adds just like, you know, super nice frequencies to the tone. But yeah, so now back to playing maybe something else. So yeah, Aclam Windmiller, great pedal. Actually, all of their pedals are great. I'm a big fan of their Cinnamon Drive, for example. And of course, we have them all on TonePedia, the Windmiller, the Dr. Roberts, and the Cinnamon Drive. They are on TonePedia. For those of you who are not familiar with what we do, TonePedia is a place, a website where you can actually interact with those pedals. You can tweak the knobs yourselves, listen to playing styles, just what I basically did here. The link is going to be up there somewhere. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for being with us today.